Have you ever felt a rush of satisfaction when outperforming someone? Have you secretly celebrated being better than others, smarter, faster, richer, or more admired? And have you ever asked yourself, why does this feeling not last? Why, even after being the best, do I still feel empty? Welcome back, dear friends. Today we dive deep into one of the most subtle and seductive traps on the spiritual and personal growth path, the illusion of superiority, inspired by the teachings of Qigong Trim Lodro. This video will challenge your assumptions about success, self-worth, and what it really means to grow. Let's start with a hard truth. The craving to feel superior, to be head above or beyond others, is not a sign of real strength. It's a symptom of inner insecurity. It's the ego's desperate attempt to feel whole, by comparison. And here's the paradox. The more you try to prove you're better, the more you separate yourself from the very peace you're looking for. Qigong Trim Lodro once said, "True success is not in surpassing others, but in surpassing the self that clings to being superior." Let's unpack that. A modern world runs on competition. From childhood, we are ranked, graded, compared. First place is praised, second place is forgotten, and slowly, we internalize this idea. To be worthy, I must win, not just win, I must beat someone else. But this mindset comes with a cost. The more you build your identity on being better, the more fragile that identity becomes. Because what happens when you meet someone smarter, richer, or more enlightened? You shrink, you panic, you attack, or you spiral into self-doubt. Superiority is a shaky throne, and eventually, it collapses. Let's look at a story. A monk once spent years mastering philosophy. He knew every scripture, every teaching. He debated everyone, and always won. People called him with the sharp sword. One day, an old master visited his monastery. The young monk challenged him to debate. The master smiled and said, "Let's have tea instead." As they drank, the young monk launched into his arguments. The master remained silent. Finally, the monk asked, "Why won't you debate me?" The master said, "Because you are debating to win, what to understand. And truth doesn't live in victory, it lives in humility." The monk was stunned. For the first time, he saw his knowledge as armor and not wisdom. That's the danger of superiority. It disguises itself as confidence, but it's actually fear of not being enough. When you constantly need to prove yourself, you're not free, you're trapped in a cycle of comparison. And comparison kills Joe. You run faster, but never feel accomplished. You gain more, but always feel lacking. Because someone, somewhere, is ahead. Qigong Trim Lodro teaches that the root of this is ego fixation. A subtle belief, I must be someone special, or I am nothing. But here's the truth. You already are someone, not because you're better, but because you're you. Your value is not relative. It's intrinsic. You don't have to shine brighter than others. You just have to stop dimming your light with comparison. So how do you heal the superiority complex? First, recognize it. Catch it in action. At moment when you feel good because someone failed. At moment when you feel bad because someone succeeded. That's your cue. The ego is driving. Second, shift from comparison to connection. Instead of thinking, I'm better than them, ask, what can I learn from them? Instead of saying that they don't deserve that, ask, why do I feel threatened by their success? These questions break the illusion of separation. Third, redefine success. What if success wasn't about being the best, but being the most true, the most kind, the most present? What if success was about serving others and not surpassing them? There's a story of a famous master who was asked, "What's your secret to happiness?" He said, "I stopped competing and let others be right and let others be first." He focused on peace. First, people thought he was weak, but over time, they saw his strength, not in how he defeated others, but in how nothing could disturb his joy. That's real success. Henpoti Sultrim Lodro teaches, the one who transcends pride is freer than kings. Because pride needs protection. Humility needs nothing. Now, you might be thinking, but if I let go of competition, won't I become lazy, mediocre? Not at all. Letting go of superiority doesn't mean letting go of excellence. It means you strive not to outshine others, but to fulfill your own potential. You grow, not to dominate, but to contribute. You improve, not to impress, but to serve. This creates sustainable motivation. Because it's not fueled by fear, it's fueled by purpose. Here's a practice. Every morning, say to yourself, "Today, I will grow, not to be better than others, but to be more aligned with truth." And every night, ask, "Did I compare or did I connect?" You'll be amazed how your inner world changes. You'll feel lighter, kinder, more authentic. And ironically, you'll start to succeed in deeper ways because people are drawn to humility, to presence, realness. Let's be honest, we've all fallen into the superiority trap. We've all compared. We've all secretly celebrated someone's loss. It's human. But awakening is about seeing the trap and stepping out of it. So the next time your ego whispers, "Prove yourself," whisper back, "I already am enough." The next time it says, "Be better than them," say, "I choose to be better than who I was yesterday." That's the path of freedom. That's the end of inner warfare. That's where true success begins. Thank you for joining me in this deep reflection. If this message resonated with you, if you've struggled with the need to be the best, I invite you to share your story in the comments. Let's support each other in growing without comparing. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Your presence here helps create a community rooted in growth, not competition. Thank you for watching this video.